Beyoncé has returned with her long-awaited solo album Renaissance. It is reportedly Act 1 of the series of records to come. It's reported that there will be a total of 3 records. We're going to be talking about many things surrounding the album and the album itself. The album was leaked 2 days in advance, which came to a shock for a lot of people, because after 4 leaked, Beyoncé has been known to keep her projects tightly gripped and under the wraps, which is how she got away with surprise releasing self-titled. Beyoncé released a statement about the leak saying, "So the album leaked, and you all actually waited until the proper release time so you all can enjoy it together. I've never seen anything like it. I can't thank y'all enough for your love and protection. I appreciate you for calling out anyone that was trying to sneak into the club early. It means the world to me. Thank you for your unwavering support. Thank you for being patient." The album led off with Break My Soul as a single, and it's a pretty typical 90s house throwback. I still wouldn't put it alongside Beyoncé's greatest songs or singles, but it does sound a bit more effective within the context of the album. I'm not sure if it's a different mix, but it also has a lot more oomph to it. And I think that has a lot to do with the transitions. The album is kind of set up like a true dance album and DJ set. There are many times throughout this album where I couldn't really tell if the track had gone on to another song, unless I actually looked at the track list. Renaissance is actually very different from any album Beyoncé has released. There are no sad songs, there are no emotional ballads, no political stances. It's her most carefree album, and it is entirely dance music, with little to no breaks from high energy tracks. I do like the distorted, almost space-like production on the track Alien Superstar, but I can't get past the Right Said Fred I'm Too Sexy sample. As many of you know, I'm Too Sexy is a novelty song, and while I appreciate the more sincere self-empowerment angle she takes to it lyrically, I feel it would have been much more enjoyable for me if it was just an original piece melodically. Cuff is a song that sounds like it was engineered for mass radio play, but I mean that in the best way. It has a really nice groove, and the Nile Rodgers influence is very palpable. Beyoncé's harmonies on this track are gorgeous and really evoke 70s disco. She's also very blunt on this track, as she says, "I'm in the mood to fuck something up." Plastic Off the Sofa is the one song on the album that can be tied to traditional Beyoncé. It recalls her mountainous debut, Dangerously in Love. It's a slow, affectionate number. Move was interesting to me because it features the legendary Miss Grace Jones, who has influenced pop culture in a way few have. So it was nice to see her team up with someone from the current era whom she has had an influence on. It also features Tim's. Move is a very abrasive Afrobeat song, but it features a fire rap and some signature deadpanning from Miss Jones. It's the most aggressive track on the album, but it's ruled with club-ready lyrics like "Move out the way, I'm with my girls, and we all need space." Heated is a breezy summer track with Afrobeats influence. And I can definitely tell that Drake had a hand in this song because it sounds like something Drake would do. But I do think Beyoncé does a fantastic job of injecting her own style and personality into the song. It has an intoxicating melody and her signature honey-like harmonies. All Up in Your Mind has some of the most daring electronic production on the album, with this glaring synths and distorted bass line. Lyrically, it talks about trying to get close to someone and not stopping until you get it. The album closes off with Summer Renaissance, fittingly paying tribute to the queen of disco, Donna Summer, by sampling I Feel Love. The album is consistent in its carefree themes. Even the attention-grabbing title of America Has a Problem is just a nod to the dance floor. For the people who are looking for Beyoncé the big balladeer or big vocal moments, you won't get it on this album. There's a lot of talk singing, some deadpanning, and overall it has more restricted vocal performances. And I don't mind this approach, I think it's fitting for the music she's going for. However, I'm not really a fan of Beyoncé as a rapper. I feel there are some tracks she pulled it off, but the songs where she really leans into rapping like Thick and Church Girl are a miss. Thick in particular sounds like something her prodigy, Chloe, would make, and like it's leaning into the generation of TikTok. There are various nods to black, gay, and trans culture throughout the record, with the inclusion of Big Frida, T.S. Madison, Honey Dijon, and drag queen Moy Renee, as well as nods to disco and dance music in general, with the inclusion of acts like Donna Summer and Grace Jones. Ultimately, the album isn't Beyoncé's best work, but I do think it succeeds in being a consistent record and having attention to detail with the inclusion of the origins that she is obviously inspired by with this record. I also wish there was stronger melody-driven dance music throughout the record. It's one of the most on-trend albums of Beyoncé's career, not only because disco and house have infiltrated the charts these past few years, but it also follows the trend of mature pop divas paying tribute and turning to dance music. That aside, we haven't heard Beyoncé have this much fun since B-Day, and that aspect of the record is the true most refreshing thing about it, but it definitely succeeds in being her most free and easy.